On this WrestleTalk news, Top Dollar deletes Twitter rap after fan backlash, Bray Wyatt's AEW debut was scrapped, Nick's WWE plans for Mustafa Ali, and more. Subscribe for daily wrestling news and enable notifications to always on. Last week, I kindly asked you to get us past 813,000 subscribers, and you did it, so you're welcome for this.
Support WrestleTalk!
On Friday's SmackDown, newly drafted group Hit Row, minus B-Fab, started feuding with Jinder Mahal and Shanky, when the real Slim Shanky and Virginder Ice performed a rap on the stable, with Jinder ending with the devastating line, "Hit Row, more like Cringe Row." He's a former WWE champion who once beat Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles in the same year. The promo got some fairly positive feedback online, going by the YouTube comments, with Radioactive P0986 saying Shanky showed more personality on this video than they've let him have in the rest of his run, and Mighty Known adding, "I'm starting to love Jinder and Shanky instead of Hit Row." Those commenters were clearly not Pete and Tempest because they weren't that keen on this on the WrestleTalk podcast, and it would seem that someone else who wasn't into it either was Top Dollar of Hit Row. Mr. Dollar took to Twitter to post a diss track response to Jinder and Shanky, which he has since deleted due to the backlash he received for it. And although Mafu of Botchamania has kindly kept it alive for future generations, I shall now perform a dramatic reading of the piece for your enjoyment on this Monday morning / afternoon / whenever you're watching this. To all of you lames, you'd rather stay in your lane than play these games. Maharaja means prince, and you ain't that. The way you rap, it's clear you hate rap, I state facts. Ain't you the guy from 3MB with COVID-19? You wouldn't be an ill MC. You used to be a champion, and that's embarrassing, your arrogance. And I mean, you're clearly a hater. I'd rather rap with Heath Slater. I'm like curry from 3 when I'm grilling beef. Get it? Curry beef? It must be an emergency, cause if you're spitting purposely, I'm Top Dollar, you're bottom rupee. If it was currency, I'd need a bit of urgency, because Jinder's bars sound like he's never heard the beat. Speaking of beats, I need to go run it back. Open clip of Jinder and Shanky from SmackDown. What the was that? Shanky, it looks like it hurts when you walk, and we can definitely tell that it hurts when you talk. This beef is sounding like a walk in the park. Sorry, not sorry, that I pulled the thread on Ya Sorry to start. And now, just like that cloth, y'all is falling apart. While the track had its fans, with Dollar retweeting some positive feedback he received, there was an awful lot of backlash towards it, with some even saying that Dollar's lines, particularly the ones about curry, were racist. Local Soundwave put it on Twitter, that Top Dollar diss track is like when Nostalgia Critic would be, "This movie isn't funny," then followed it with an even less funny skit. This Twitter user even compared the curry line to that moment from Joker when Arthur Fleck tries to do stand-up. Top Dollar also went on a blocking rampage against people who were criticizing him for the diss track, and even argued with this Twitter user who corrected him that Maharaja actually means king and not prince in Hindi. After a lot of back and forth, Top Dollar deleted the tweet and made a statement. But before we get to that, here's a word from Oliver Davis about cereal.
Before we get on with the rest of the episode, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to this video's sponsor, Magic Spoon, which you can get their best offer yet, 20% off your order by clicking the link in the video description below before Black Friday. Which also means we get to do our now traditional Magic Spoon sponsored mukbang. It's a thing, it's not a porn thing, it's an actual thing. It sounds like a porn thing, it's not. Look, it's YouTube star Adam Blompier eating a bowl of Magic Spoon, the Saturday morning cartoon-inspired cereal updated for the 21st century. It's delicious, it's nostalgic, and it's healthy, with an incredible 0 grams of sugar, 14 grams of protein for the muscles, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving, in just 140 calories. Natural flavors, all while being keto-friendly and gluten, grain, and soy-free. Click the link in the video description below now to try it for yourself, where you can build your very own variety box Don't make me pick my favourites, they're all so tasty. Okay, it's you, Frosted. And use our code WrestleTalkBF for their best offer yet of 20% off. And the BF doesn't just stand for Black Friday, it also makes you our best friend. Magic Spoon has a 100% happiness guarantee, meaning they'll refund your money if it's not for you. And good news, world! Magic Spoon is now shipping to Canada and the UK too. So please click the link below, magicspoon.com/WrestleTalkBF, or use the code WrestleTalkBF to get 20% off your order today. Just clicking that link helps support us here at WrestleTalk, so please at least check them out. Support WrestleTalk, support Magic Spoon.
Top Dolla tweeted, "Y'all in an uproar about a track that Jinder himself knew was coming. I'm all over y'all flooding mentions, so I deleted it. The whole point of this was to have a good time with what we're doing. If you think I was insensitive, I just hope you have the same energy for my culture." When Jinder and Shanky made jokes about the culture and turned their hat backwards and beatboxed all the things that were making fun of my culture, I literally laughed. And they know that. I responded with a track doing the same thing in fun with the point of entertainment. Although he limited who could reply, he did retweet users who were defending him before going back to tweeting about sports ball. This of course isn't the first time that Top Dolla has caught himself in some Twitter controversy, recently feuding with former AEW tag team champs the Young Bucks over comments he made about their shoes. What do you make of this whole situation? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'll be replying to people from my desk in my home office. Speaking of deleting things, and it looks like plans for a potential Bray Wyatt AEW debut were deleted. I haven't slept much in the last 48 hours. Bray Wyatt, who is now using the name Wyndham, was released from his WWE contract on July 31st, 2021 and became a free agent at the end of October. But despite now being able to sign with any promotion around the world, where you'd think he'd be quite the hot prospect, there has been little sign of that actually happening. There were rumors of him joining Impact Wrestling and possibly even being teased at this past Bound for Glory, but Sean Ross Sapp reported that despite Impact's best efforts to bring him in, it fell through, noting that no deal between both parties has been close to happening. And it's also been claimed by GCW's owner Brett Lauderdale, he thinks that Wyndham is not interested in making the rounds on the indies. And although Tony Khan recently revealed that he's only ever met Wyndham once at Chris Jericho's birthday party, where I can only imagine how terrible the music playlist was, Dave Meltzer noted in the Wrestling Observer newsletter that there was definitely a plan in place at one point for Wyndham to join All Elite Wrestling. Meltzer also mentioned that Impact Wrestling deal, saying that Wyatt didn't want to commit to the promotion just yet, as he's now working on a horror film with Jason Baker. But Impact Wrestling are not the only promotion interested in those recently released WWE stars. Earlier this month, WWE released 18 names from its roster, with some of those names coming as a bit of a surprise to fans, like Keith Lee and Karrion Kross, who both just started to get pushes on Raw. Of course, no one was surprised by the release of Taya Valkyrie, because she's so old. Ugh! 38? Get in the ground already, Grandma! According to Dave Meltzer though, AAA doesn't think that 38 is old. Because it isn't, and are reportedly interested in bringing Taya Valkyrie back to the promotion whenever she is interested and available. AAA are also interested in bringing back Killer Kross, the former Karrion Kross in WWE, and putting him on screen with his real-life partner Scarlett Bordeaux. Though I doubt that will actually get over. You need to put him in a helmet to make him dress like Zardoz. Now that'll get him over, pal! Meltzer also adds that AAA are interested in Mascara Dorada, the former Grand Metalik in WWE, but notes AAA also have their own new generation of high flyers, plus have a major signing expected from Mexico. So that one may not happen. And speaking of things that might not happen, Mustafa Ali posted an intriguing video over the weekend telling fans that his current planned direction on SmackDown has been nixed. On the SmackDown following Crown Jewel, Ali lost to Mansoor, then lost to Drew McIntyre a week later. Following that match, he cut a You People promo, saying that fans only boo him because of his name. Ali has now revealed on Twitter what this was leading to, a new character that was a play on presidential campaign messages and speeches. It's a brilliant promo, which I highly recommend you go and watch. We've linked to it in the video description down below. He talks about how he was born in America, but feels like a stranger in his own home, and now he's looking to create a new United States of America. Ali said of the video a few weeks ago, "I made a statement that some deemed controversial. My intentions were to bring a beautiful vision to life. Unfortunately, for reasons beyond my control, I won't be able to make that vision a reality, but I can share with you what could have been." Gee, I wonder who those reasons were. The video and tweet garnered enough reaction to get Ali trending on Twitter, which is pretty impressive as it was just a few hours before AEW's Full Gear, and a hashtag movement of "In Ali We Trust" was growing in popularity. Ali even tweeted some fan art made about the video with the message, "The movement grows," so hopefully this won't be the last we hear of this new gimmick.
It's Survivor Series 2021, and boy, it sure does feel like a B-show, doesn't it? After Crown Jewel and the draft, Survivor Series feels more begrudgingly promoted than everyone in the WrestleTalk office not wanting to celebrate my longest Jam That Championship reign of all time. I'm being held down, damn it! Censorship! Since Survivor Series is still somehow about red shirts versus blue shirts rather than anything actually meaningful,